A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, one movie not only changed cinema, but invaded our homes through TV screens. Today we're diving deep into that epic moment when Star Wars first made its way to television, and how it transformed not just entertainment, but the world as we know it. This isn't just a movie, it's a force that continues to bind the galaxy together. These words first flickered across TV screens on September 10, 1977, forever changing the landscape of entertainment. Today we journey back to the moment when Star Wars invaded people's living rooms and became a cultural phenomenon. Welcome! This episode was written and produced by Godfrey Chizanga. In this episode, we're not just talking about a TV broadcast, we're going on a journey through hyperspace. From the very first broadcast of Star Wars on TV to its lasting legacy on streaming platforms like Disney+, we're going to uncover why this galaxy-spanning saga became and remains a cultural supernova.
Picture this. It's 1977, and you're one of the lucky ones who saw Star Wars in theaters. The spectacle, the adventure, the battle between light and dark, it was unlike anything ever seen before. But for many, the true Star Wars experience began not in a theater, but right at home. On September 10th, 1977, CBS aired Star Wars for the first time on television, reaching 33.9 million households. For many fans, this was their introduction to George Lucas's epic universe. And it wasn't just a broadcast, it was an event.
The making of Star Wars was a groundbreaking endeavor. Industrial light and magic introduced innovative special effects that had never been seen before. Ben Burtt's sound design gave us the iconic sounds of lightsabers and Darth Vader's breathing. John Williams's classical-inspired score added an epic dimension to the film. The casting was a mix of unknown actors and established veterans, bringing a unique dynamic to the characters. Early concept art, puppet creation, and meticulous model work all contributed to bringing this incredible universe to life.
The first broadcast, a TV event for the ages. CBS paid a reported $15 million for the rights to air Star Wars on September 10, 1977. And boy, did it pay off. Unlike today's instant streaming culture, back then, fans had to wait for their chance to see a film again. This was the first time Star Wars reached an audience beyond the theater, and it was massive. 33.9 million people tuned in to watch the Millennium Falcon jump to light speed, to hear Darth Vader's iconic breathing, and to witness the destruction of the Death Star, all from the comfort of their own living rooms. This wasn't just entertainment, it was history.
First TV broadcast. CBS acquired the rights, reportedly paying $15 million. The broadcast date was September 10, 1977, at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. An estimated 33.9 million households tuned in. Did you know that the Star Wars broadcast wasn't the exact same movie as in theaters? Yup, there were a few changes. Some scenes were shortened to fit TV time slots, and certain special effects looked a bit different due to how TV resolution worked back then. But that didn't stop fans from being completely glued to their screens. Public reaction was huge, even though social media didn't exist back then. Instead, newspaper clippings and TV guide listings captured the excitement. Impact and legacy. Star Wars revolutionized filmmaking, influencing special effects, sound design and storytelling. It also created a merchandise empire with action figures, Lego sets, and video games. Fan culture blossomed, giving rise to cosplay, conventions, and fan films. The expanded universe grew with books, comics, and TV series, including the popular show The Mandalorian. Its cultural impact is undeniable, with references in other media and phrases entering common language. The Disney acquisition ensured the continuation of the franchise, keeping the legacy alive for future generations. Now, let's dive into 10 shocking behind-the-scenes secrets about the making of Star Wars. Secret 1. The iconic sound of TIE fighters was created by combining an elephant's scream with a car driving on wet pavement. Secret 2. Many character designs and creatures never made it to the final cut. Secret 3. Mark Hamill and Harrison Ford often improvised their lines, adding to the film's charm. Secret 4. The original set was so hot that the actors often had to take breaks to cool down. Secret 5. Yoda was originally going to be played by a monkey in a mask before they decided on a puppet. Secret 6. Alec Guinness thought the dialogue was rubbish, but still delivered a legendary performance. Secret 7. Carrie Fisher and Peter Mayhew, Chewbacca, were known for their on-set pranks. Secret 8. The Millennium Falcon was inspired by a hamburger with an olive on the side. Secret 9. The original script was much darker and more violent than the final version. Secret 10. The cast and crew had no idea the film would become a cultural phenomenon. And there you have it, 10 behind-the-scenes secrets that make Star Wars even more legendary. May the Force be with you. Now for you die-hard Star Wars fans out there, it's time to blow your mind with 10 shocking behind-the-scenes secrets about the making of Star Wars. These might just make you appreciate your favorite saga even more. Ever wonder how they created the iconic sound of TIE fighters? It wasn't just some random spaceship noise. Sound designer Ben Burt combined the screech of an elephant and the sound of a car driving on wet pavement to create that terrifying howl as TIE fighters zoom by in battle. Believe it or not, Luke Skywalker's original last name wasn't Skywalker. It was Starkiller. George Lucas changed it because he felt it was too violent. Imagine, Luke Starkiller and the Jedi Knights has a different ring to it, right? Remember the iconic trash compactor scene? The actors were actually wading through real trash and the water was dirty. The smell was so bad, Carrie Fisher joked that her dresses smelled like wet dog for the rest of filming. Alec Guinness, who played Obi-Wan Kenobi, didn't memorize all his lines. For some scenes they actually stuck his lines on set pieces, like the inside of the Millennium Falcon. That's why he sometimes seems like he's staring off into the distance. He's reading his lines. Yup. Harrison Ford's original costume for Han Solo had a kilt-like skirt. The idea was to make Han's outfit feel more space cowboy. Needless to say, Ford vetoed it, and Han's pants and vest became the iconic look we know today. Get this, Yoda, the wise Jedi Master, was originally supposed to be played by a monkey in a costume. Thankfully, the idea was scrapped, and we got the legendary puppet voiced by Frank Oz instead. When Star Wars was first conceived, Darth Vader's mask was purely cosmetic. But as the story evolved, George Lucas decided that Vader needed it to survive, creating the cyborg villain we know and fear today. In the early drafts, R2-D2 had dialogue in English, and he was supposed to be snarky and wisecracking. Thankfully, Lucas changed it, and we got the lovable beeps and boops we all recognize today. That's right, the design for the Millennium Falcon was inspired by a hamburger with an olive on the side. Look closely, can't you just picture it? Originally, Han Solo was supposed to be played by another actor, and Harrison Ford was just reading lines for other actors auditioning. But after seeing Ford's natural charm, George Lucas decided he was the perfect rogue smuggler. Whether you first saw Star Wars in theaters, on TV in 1977, or streaming on Disney+, this franchise has a unique power to unite fans across generations. So tell us, what's your favorite Star Wars moment? Leave it in the comments below. And remember, the Force will be with you, always. Thanks for joining us on this adventure through the galaxy's history. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more epic moments in pop culture. May the Force be with you. If you enjoyed this journey through pop culture history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. See you soon for another exciting episode of